Hey guys. Well, I should really just say hey myself because I am about to be 29 years old. My last year of my 20s. And I wanted to record this video to myself to play, whenever. And I'm um I'm turning 29. It is October 27th, 11:09 p.m. So in less than 1 hour, I'll be turning 29 years old. And I don't know, I just wanted to make a video and really talk with myself. Um, I've come a long way in the past couple of years, and I feel like this is going to be, I feel like I've built a foundation. And now I feel like I'm going to really be stepping into a significant part of my life. I've been doing the work enthusiastically, begrudgingly. Sometimes I don't do the work. Sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes I don't. But I'm really starting to enter into a new phase where I'm starting to believe in myself again. I think when I was younger, I would, um, when I was younger, I feel like I would believe in myself and I had all these ideas and these visions and these plans and I just had fun and I liked people and I just feel like I had good energy and I feel like I lost it a little bit due to some life experiences. And now 4 years later, not that it matters, but I feel like I'm coming into the time where now I want to be that person again. I want to be happy and try new things. And why am I crying? You know, I've come really far. This is crazy. I did not expect to cry. Imma stop. Imma stop. But I've come really far from where I was like 2 years ago and 4 years ago and 5 years ago, and I feel like I'm just growing and I'm changing and evolving, and it hasn't always been, like, in the way that I want, but I feel like now I'm awake and I'm starting to decide, and I'm just like, I have a choice, like, I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm starting to wake up happy. I wake up and I'm not bombarded by a bunch of negative thoughts or bombarded by doubts or, thinking of things going wrong. And it hasn't been that way in a while. It's been a pretty long time. Actually, probably, I'm sure when I was a kid, I didn't wake up, upset or like sad or negative, but I wasn't necessarily aware. And now for the first time, like I've recognized multiple days in the week where I just wake up and I'm like excited. I'm like, okay, what am I going to imagine today? What am I going to do, you know, today to get closer to my goals? And that's a pretty cool feeling. Um, that's a very cool feeling actually, because I went from depressed, sleeping on a couch for 8 months straight, sleeping 22 hours out of 24 hours a day, genuinely not wanting to be alive, not wanting to be conscious, not wanting to make decisions or do anything. So to be at this point now, is pretty amazing. I've lost 50 pounds. I went from 265 pounds and I'm now 215 pounds and still going down. I go to the gym. I've become more conscious about what I want to eat, and I'm starting to think about the type of person that I wanna be. I'm starting to think for myself, and some people might be like, "At this big age, like 29, you're just now starting to think for myself," but I think in this world that we're in. It's very easy to have others think for you, especially with social media. It's very easy to see what other people are doing and adopt it as your own ideas, or see other people's accomplishments or anything and just kind of morph it into your own. But now for the first time, I'm like, okay, what do I want? What do I like? Why do I like this? And I think that's pretty cool. And I'll show you, I am vision boarding right now. I'm just like making lists of the places that I want to go and the things that I want to see and do and have. And I feel very excited about my life. And so turning 29, I didn't think I was going to make it here. I never saw myself being this age. I never saw myself living to be in this year, and didn't really have a plan. And now I'm starting to imagine like the end of my life and what I want to do and like who I want to be and how I want to act and what I want to leave behind and how I want to help my loved ones. And I'm starting to just gain a lot of information. Like, this is my bed. Next to my bed, it's just a bunch of books that I've been reading or that I'm going to read, and I feel like I'm excited to learn, and I have a thirst for knowledge again, and, you know, school and society and other forces, I'll say. I don't even wanna really say, like, school, society, family, even though it is all those things, but there are so many forces that exist that are trying to get us to glaze our eyes over, be on autopilot, be stressed, run away from the world, run away from everything that's in front of us. And I am so happy and grateful that I am at the point where I feel like I'm in control and where I feel like I'm able to dream, and I feel like I'm able to be happy. And it took a lot to get here. It took a lot of dark days to get to this point, and I'm not gonna, pretend like it's like, "Oh, this is it. I'm happy and I'm never going backwards." Although I'm going to put it into the universe, I'm never going backwards. I'm so happy and grateful that I've raised myself to the point of not returning to who I used to be. But it just feels so good to feel good. Like, it feels very good. I have a lot of improvements to make. I have a lot of things that I wanna do, but I am so happy and grateful that I'm not on that couch sleeping for 20 hours a day, wishing that I wasn't here, wishing that I wasn't existing, because the world is so beautiful. The world is so beautiful, and I have been living like, I can't really put both hands up because this computer, yeah, I'm like living in like a box, right? And I've had limited perspective. I haven't worked on broadening my perspective or changing it. And I've, you know, I've thought that I was right. Sometimes, like when you're younger, I know when I was like 16, 17, 18, I'm like, oh, I know. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Like I just thought I knew everything. And now I'm like, holy shit, I know nothing. And it's like, it's funny. It's funny now. But I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, like, I have so much to learn, so much to do." Like, I'm genuinely grateful to be here and to see myself, like, even saying this, and I'm sure when I watch this video, I'm gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, like, this is where I was." But to see myself feeling this way is, like, I don't even know how to describe it. And to see now, or to be thinking like, "Okay, this is just, like, not even 0.001% of what I could be feeling and how I could be operating, like, it's only gonna go up from here with the knowledge that I have and that I'm learning and the work that I'm doing, like, it's only going to get better from here." And I'm so excited, and that's why I wanted to record this video too, because I just know that I'm gonna look back and be like, "Yeah, like, You deserve nice things. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to be in nice spaces, nice area, and these are things that I want, and this is why, like, I'm vision boarding too. I'm just like, I need to plan and imagine my life. Like, no more autopilot, no more blaming things on the forces that are, or the things that are trying to control me or make me react. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. I want to take control and take charge and develop and execute the life that I want and really develop the person that I want to be. And it's hard work. It's everyday work. I'm so used to responding that or used to reacting that I'm triggered by so many things. But now that I have the awareness and I'm doing the work, it's just like it's getting a little bit easier. I'm not as triggered. I don't, you know, harp on things for so long. I'm not as reactive. Mind you, my reactivity was like 1,000. So it's at like 900. So it's still, you know what I'm saying? Like I still react, but I'm just really happy and grateful that I'm not where I was. And if you keep hearing me say like, "Oh, I'm so happy and grateful that," that's like a technique from Bob Proctor. I've been really reading a lot into like energy, quantum physics, which is crazy to think. Like I'm not even a science girl at all. So to say that I'm into this stuff is wild. But I've been into like energy and I've been looking into just creating my own life and changing my paradigms and shifting my mindset so that I can live the life that I want to live and learning about the subconscious mind and working with myself and not against myself and recognizing who I am as a person and who I am as a being, as a conscious being. And one of the things that Bob Proctor says is, when you're thinking about something or when you're thinking about things to be grateful for, always talk in the present tense. Or when you're even thinking about things that you want, speak about it in the present tense and say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I blank. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have my Mercedes GLE 53. That's the car that I want. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have overcome my past traumas. I'm so happy and grateful now that I've taken this cruise to Antarctica, because that's also on my list. I wanna take a cruise to Antarctica, and that might sound crazy, like, who wants to take a cruise to Antarctica? But me, like, I want to do things that are just, like, luxurious and completely, like, nobody thinks of or very few people in the world think of. I want to live a life that is so good that I wake up in the mornings excited, and I'm getting there, and this is not even the end, this is just the beginning, but anyway, back to what I was saying about Bob Proctor. If you're listening to this video, definitely, if you're feeling like you're just not happy with your life, and this is gonna sound corny, so many people say this, but I'm telling you, think about things that you're grateful for, 10 things, or say thank you 100 times when you wake up or 100 times throughout the day. Just start cultivating a sense of gratitude and being grateful for what you have, and it will change your outlook. It sucks at first, trust me. I was there. I literally was waking up unhappy. The second that I came to consciousness from being asleep, my mind would be like inundated with negativity. Oh my God, I have to pay this bill. I need to do this. I need to do that. Just things that I cannot control. And even in the midst of that, I forced myself to say thank you, even though I wasn't necessarily feeling grateful or thankful for anything. But after doing it over and over and over, I started to actually be thankful and I started doing it multiple times a day, different times a day. So if you're feeling bad, definitely get into that. Like make a gratitude list or say thank you 100 times a day or think of 10 things that you're grateful for, even if it's with the five senses. I'm so happy and grateful that I can see. I'm so happy and grateful that I can walk. I'm so happy and grateful that, you know, whatever you want to say, it could be basic things. I'm so happy and grateful. If you're on the bus, but you want a car and you're upset because you have to ride the bus every day, I'm so happy and grateful that I have money and means of transportation. I'm so happy and grateful that there is a vehicle that can take me from point A to point B up until you get the car that you want or the mode of transportation that you want. But anyway, y'all, it is. So I guess I'll see more videos and just really recording my life more and my journey because I am a firm believer that, you know, sometimes it takes a certain person saying a certain thing in a certain way in order for it to just like click in your head. And I do have like a lot of, you know, to offer. I feel like I do have a lot of experiences and I have a lot of thoughts and I have a lot of things that I want to say that I've just been kind of keeping inside. So this is my reintroduction and this is kind of me just dumping everything and saying things and knowing, not even hoping, but knowing that it's going to connect with somebody in some way someday. And, it could be the little push that they need or the little spark that they need to kind of go in the direction that they truly want to go in or truly need to go in. So that's all for me. I'm going to be turning 29. This just feels like the start of something significant, and it has for a while, but just the symbolism of making this video right before my birthday and talking to you all about this and talking to myself about this and knowing that the age of 29 and up to a certain age is going to be like amazing, groundbreaking, like bigger and better than I ever imagined. To know that is just like could bring a little tear to my eye, I'm not gonna lie. So thank you guys for watching this video if you have. Many blessings to everyone. And to Alexis, to myself, I love you. You're doing great. Do not get discouraged. And even if you do get discouraged, get back into the gratitude, get back into focusing on what you want. Focus on the solution. Do not focus on the problem. Focus on where you're headed. Do not focus on where you are. Where you are is not indicative of where you are going. Believe in yourself. All right. Thanks, guys.